Hi guys, it's Chris back in the shed with some cider to try rather than sherry or mead, which is what we had last time. No cheese either, just a sherry, just a cider. I'm a bit befuddled because I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, drove to Somerset, visited lots of cider producers, topped up with loads of cider, and came back home. So it's been a long day. It's now about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. But the cider shed is very full, as you can see. So there's loads of stuff for us to try, which is brilliant. Went to several places, but the one I'm going to try is from Burrow Hill. So Burrow Hill / Somerset Cider Company. I also got some of their cider brandy. Somerset Cider Brandy Company, pardon me. Got some of their cider brandy, Pomona, ice cider, which I really want to try, which I haven't had. I'm really into dessert wines. And I've got a sweet tooth, and I've heard very good things about the ice cider, so I'm really looking forward to that. Went to Pilton, got lots of stuff from them as well. Bridge Farm, got lots of stuff from them. Went to Secret Orchard, had a really nice chat with Joe at Secret Orchard. Got some stuff from there. I got a mystery beer. Gosh, I'm really tired. A mystery cider from him, which I'll try in a couple of days probably, which I'm really looking forward to. So I probably won't wait very long because I'm quite excited to try that one. But let's try today's cider. So yeah, was at Burrow Hill, got shown around by Julian's daughter, Matilda Templey. I've been around before, but it's always brilliant to look around the place. It's fascinating. And then, because I was in a hurry, she wanted me to go up to the top of the hill and look at the view, because there's like a single tree on top of the hill there. A cypress tree, possibly. And it's a fantastic view of Somerset from the top of the hill. So I jumped on the back of a quad bike and we went up the hill on the quad bike, which was fantastic. Had a look around, jumped back on the quad bike, came back down, and I picked some stuff to bring back to London to try. But the one I'm going to try today, so I've been on a bit of a Kingston Black thing of late, as you may or not know, because there are some great Kingston Blacks out there, but I don't know if it's the king of cider apples as people claim it to be. So I'm trying lots of Kingston Blacks. So I've got high hopes for this one. Champagne Method Kingston Black from, Burrow Hill Cider. Burrow Hill Cider and Somerset Cider Brandy Company are basically the same place, but they make brandy and they do cider, but they run it as almost like two parallel businesses, if you like. So we'll talk a bit more about that when we try that stuff though. So this has been shit. I stuck this in the freezer to chill it right down, but I had a really good shake up in the car on the way home. So if this explodes, I won't be at all surprised. Let's try it. Okay, not so far so good. Whoa, there you go. So it didn't fly everywhere. Didn't take my head off. Gave me a bit of a shock though. You may have noticed. Let's pour this sucker out. So what we got here is a Kingston Black single variety. For those of you who don't know, Kingston Black, famous British varietal. It's got a great balance of tannin, sugar and acidity, which means theoretically you don't have to blend it because it has the perfect balance already, so it doesn't require blending. Most other apples have more of one or the other, and so you blend them to get a balance. And even within vintages, you might find that Kingston Black are better in some vintages than others, therefore you want to blend it, and sometimes you go, oh, that's good enough for a single varietal, etc. So let's have a look at this sucker. So I can't see very well because it's actually getting dark if I do that. So it's actually got quite a nice, there is gold with a hint of amber in that. Gold with a hint of amber. Fine bubbles, of course, because it is bottle conditioned. I don't know how long it's in the bottle for, at least 18 months, I would guess. And I can't see because it's getting too dark. Yeah, anyway, so there it is. Quite celebratory, that one. It's like that was a proper champagne pop. Like, nice mousse on it. Look at that. Really nice mousse. Fine bubbles, what you'd expect from like bottle conditioned champagne method, whatever. Even with the Keeve ciders, you get that fine mousse in there. So, apple on the nose, and loads of it, but not a dessert apple. This doesn't smell like a desserty apple. It smells like a ripe apple with skin. Sort of smells autumnal to me for some reason as well. Aged ripe apple with skins. That's the primary thing I'm getting off the nose. And if that seems one-dimensional, trust me, it's not. It's an awesome smell. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. I'm looking for other things, but I'm not going to look for other things because that's what it smells like. I'm very, very happy with it. Cheers. And thank you, Julian. Thank you, Matilda. I'm going to enjoy all of the things that I picked up, starting with this. Okay. Gentle, soft tannins on the teeth, but they're there. There's enough of them. You can feel them properly. Gives it body, weight in the mouth. This is dry, bone dry. I think last time I had this, I still hadn't managed to get this a couple of years ago, and I still hadn't managed to get my head around dry cider properly because I've got a sweet tooth. It took me a while to do it, and I managed to do it now. And actually, I love dry cider now, and sweet cider. It's great because it's opened up a whole new world of alcohol, a whole new avenue of alcohol for me, which is brilliant. A little bit of funk on the nose now I'm getting, just a hint, behind that red apple, but gentle, not as funky as say a Ross and Rye, but it's just there. Maybe a little bit yeasty as well, which would make sense if champagne method bottle conditioned. There's a hint of yeastiness, which I really like actually. And some of the, not confectionery, but something a little bit sweet or more dessert-like in the background. Yeah, this is really good. This is really good. My palate has evolved, and I'm appreciating this a lot more than I did when I had it last. It'll be a different vintage. That's going to make a difference, absolutely guaranteed. However, there's a biscuity, subtle pastry quality to it. It's very subtle, but it's just there. Nice acidity. I'm not really getting any hard tannins, so not much leatheriness in the back. Just rich fruit. Yeah, this is delicious. This is really good. The last time I had this, I had it with the Stoke Red. I assume they were from the same vintage. I preferred the Stoke Red. This time, in the vintage I'm having now, assuming this Stoke Red I had a couple of weeks ago was the same vintage as this beats it. This definitely beats it. Man, and it's changing in the glass. Now it's getting farmier. It's getting much farmier in the glass as it warms up. And I like that. Yeah. It's good. I really like it. I really like it. Very different to say a Greg's Pit, because those ciders are keeved. They have much more residual sugar than this. Similar kind of muciness and mouthfeel, but this is much more, less sugar. It's not purer. There's more going on, I feel. There's more going on, but it just feels like a more... Greg's Pit feels like a pure apple experience, more of a pure apple expression. This feels like a farmyard experience, an apple farm, a cider farm experience is what it feels like. That's the difference. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. It makes sense to me in my brain. That's what the difference is, I think. Loving it. Really good. Really good. So I should be buying some more of that. Oh well, never mind. Worst things happen at sea. Okay guys, this was relatively quick, 9 minutes. I hope that made sense. I probably said lots of things wrong because I'm exhausted, but I've had a brilliant day. This is a great way to end it. And now it's getting dark, so I'm going to go inside. You can probably see I'm starting to look a little bit pink, and it's not due to the booze, it's just the light. So yeah, I've got lots more to try. I'm really excited to do it as well. Not just things we haven't had before, but things we have had before, but new vintages. The Secret Orchard, Exmoor Mellow, was with Joe today, and there's a new vintage of that he's just bottled, haven't had, and he likes it a lot. We've also got things like this here. This is from Pilton, Martin Berkeley in Shepton Mallet, and this is the Tam O'Shanter. So Tam O'Shanter usually comes, it's a keeved cider in a bottle, aged. So the cider's aged in whiskey casks. It's a keeved cider, and then it's put into bottles, and it's like fizzed up like this. But this is a boxed version of exactly the same stuff, which is still. So it's going to be really interesting to try this against the sparkling, because I have several cases of the sparkling as well, which I picked up today. So I've got a still Tam O'Shanter and sparkling Tam O'Shanter. I'm going to be selling this undrafted in the market to lucky people who can get there, Broccoli Market. So yeah, I might try it before I film it though, because I'm kind of keen to try it, I have to say. Anyway, blah blah blah, I'm done. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Join me again, there's going to be some really interesting stuff to try. I look forward to seeing you, but until then, cheers.